as they line it up. Starting grid will be Ryan Nesbitt and Corey Goodall up front. Wayne Bridges and George Edenfield on the second row. Ben Flanagan, Derek Nearhood on the third row. Nick Frank and David Gilmer on the fourth row. And Mark Nee and Josh McKinney rounding out the top 10. Then Jason Coffey and Mikey Mixter 11th and 12th. 13th is Brett Carroll, and Johnny Ham is 14th, although Johnny did not take the grid, so he will not be in this one. So it looks like a 13-car field from Cedar Lake. This ought to get really exciting. Hey, thank you, Craig. And Fast Track telling Wayne Bridges to get up there and win this. Wayne starting in third in the 92 car. This track does make for some tight racing and some excitement. Pace truck about to dive off. Green flag is in the air. Side by side down into turn one. Everybody so far. Oh! Ryan Nesbitt had a problem coming off of turn two. He is going back a lot, and Corey Goodall sneaks by to the lead and way out front. Everybody keeping them going the right way. They're 4 wide in the middle of the turn. Josh McKinney up on the high side had to be a little bit worried. The 10 car sliding right in front of him. It is dicey all over the track. Everybody is battling except Corey Goodall, who's way out in front. Now a 1.3 second lead. Everybody's starting to settle in just a little bit. Mark Cree up on the high side. A little bit of a tap there with Mikey Mixer. Mikey down, and Mikey is kind of stalled in the middle of the track. He's getting it going again. Ben Flanagan now back to 7th. We saw a couple of guys really struggle off the start, but now Ryan Nesbitt starting to turn the fastest laps out there. Corey Goodall was way out front, but Ryan Nesbitt has ran him down after that early problem. Back for third, Derek Nearhood and George Edenfield side by side, and Wayne Bridge is poised to strike right there with him. Corey Goodall still holding Ryan Nesbitt off for the moment. Corey Goodall to the high side. Ryan Nesbitt trying to get a run down to the bottom. He's got a little bit of an advantage, but off into the turn. Corey Goodall has the momentum, but it's not enough. Ryan Nesbitt to the lead. Further back, Wayne Bridges and Derek Nearhood get past George. Now Nick Frank up to 6th place. Ben Flanagan 7th. Josh McKinney in 8th. Josh has come forward after being way in the back and up top in a 4 wide situation. He is making his way back to the front. Mark Cree also making his way forward, currently in 9th. Jason Coffey currently running in 10th in the 07. Mikey Mixter has drifted back to 11, has a little touch there with Brett Carroll. Ryan Nesbitt, though, starting to make his way forward and away. Ryan Nesbitt now opening up 1.5 second lead. Wayne Bridges now up to 3rd. He manages to get around Derek Nearhood in 4th. George Edenfield now up to 5th. My apologies, I suddenly got the hiccups there. Nick Frank hunting down George in 6. Josh McKinney and Ben Flanagan have started inching their way back towards the front pack, while Ryan Nesbitt continues to extend his lead. Corey Goodall back there in second, but 2 1/4 seconds back now. Wayne Bridges in third is starting to pull away from Derek Nearhood just a little bit. George Edenfield is in fifth now. Nick Frank still right on the back bumper. Josh McKinney in sixth. Ben Flanagan seventh. Mark Cree currently running in eighth. Mark Cree running in ninth. Mikey Mixter now in 10th. Jason Coffey holding on to 11th for the moment. Brett Carroll right there with him. And back up front, Ryan Nesbitt is so far ahead, we might see him lap traffic become an issue for him. Mark Cree was involved in an incident. Looks like he just was struggling through the turn there and caught another car. Caution is out. Looks like David Gilmer also involved in an incident. And that is the one that brought the caution out as Mikey Mixter, I believe that was Mikey Mixter and David Gilmer get together. And this is definitely not what Ryan Nesbitt wanted to see. Thanks, John. I'll have to try that next time. I think I got rid of him, but that is awesome. I had to drink like a half a bottle of water to get rid of them, but I did it. All right, as they pace around, it is Ryan Nesbitt and Corey Goodall still at the front. Wayne Bridges in third. Derek Nearhood now up to fourth. George Edenfield in fifth. Nick Frank is sixth. Josh McKinney seventh. Ben Flanagan eighth. Jason Coffey now up to ninth. Mikey Mixter to 10th. Brett Carroll's made it to 11th. Mark Cree is 12th. David Gilmer is in 13th and showing one lap down at the moment. Pace car is in. Green flag back in the air. Off into turn one. Corey Goodall has that inside line. We'll see if he can make it work the same way Nesbitt did to get around him. Derek Nearhood lurking on the high side. Wayne Bridges not far behind. A little bit of chaos as they are battling for every position. George Edenfield tried the slide job and lost a ton of positions there. And now we've got one in the wall. Caution is out, and he's going up the wall. That was Ben Flanagan that drove literally up the wall. Let's rewind just a hair here. Ben Flanagan gets hit up onto the fence, does not get out of the gas, keeps turning it, and drives it all the way down to... that was just amazing as he goes to pit road for repairs. Ben Flanagan would have to be, we'll just have to call it the Cedar Lake model. That's the only thing I can think of appropriate there. That was literally a wall ride by Ben Flanagan. That was an impressive save, though, as the lights go out on the pace truck. And we'll have just a few laps to go in the feature. 40 definitely deserves the, actually, Mikey Mixter in the 10, started in 12th and now up to 5th, probably the hardest charger. Brett Carroll started 13th and up to 7th. Two guys that have come to the front, as has the 40. Green flag is in the air. Ryan Nesbitt gets a good launch this time. 2 to go, and they are getting a little dicey in the back. They do have the option for a couple of green-white checkers if necessary, but now white flag is out. Whatever happens, happens. Ryan Nesbitt out front. Corey Goodall in second. Wayne Bridges, there's chaos back behind. There was chaos in turn one. Ryan Nesbitt takes the checkered flag. Let's see what happened in turn one. It looks like, oh, Nick Frank just got a little tap, got in front of Brett Carroll. The 07 gets caught. Everybody gets caught in that incident. A bit of chaos on the last lap, but if you're going to send it at any point in the race, it is definitely on the last lap. Let's see if we can talk to our winner, Ryan Nesbitt. Hey, Ryan, this is Doug. You got me?
Yes, sir, I got you.
Hey, man. Hey, early on, Corey managed to run away from the field. Were you worried about having to run him back down?
Yeah, he was really fast. I had a terrible start. He got off it really well.
That first caution came out. You had a 2.5 second lead when it did. Were you at all concerned about getting back away from the pack at that point?
Yes, very, because we don't do single file restarts in this league, so I knew it was going to be a drag race at the end.
Well, you definitely won the drag race here tonight. That was a ton of fun to watch, and great win, buddy.
Thanks, Doug. Hey, I just want to thank Nick and Derek and everybody for putting this league on, Chris as well. Great racers and a lot of fun.
All right, man. Congratulations. All right, let's see if we can get Corey Goodall, who came in second. Hey, Corey, this is Doug in the booth. You got me?
I hear you, Doug. How you doing?
Hey, man, I am doing good, and you had one heck of a run tonight.
I did what I could. I knew that the inevitable was going to happen once Ryan caught back up, so...
Well, you did manage to you were well over a 2-second lead there before he had broke free of traffic and managed to start running you down. But that second to last restart, you actually got out in front of him. It looked like you might be able to run away from him again.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping. I was afraid I had jumped the start, but nobody really said anything, so I just kept the hamper down.
Yeah, well, when you're going, you got to go and send it, right?
Exactly.
Well, man, congratulations. Second place finish. Heck of a run tonight as well.
Thanks a lot, Doug.
All right, I am looking to see. Ben Flanagan is not available, unfortunately. I wanted to ask him about that wall ride there at the end as they complete their celebrations. Let me see if I can get a hold of Nick real quick. Hey, Nick, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, Doug, I got you.
Hey, Ben wasn't available, so I have to ask somebody. When he drove around turns 1 and 2 on the fence, what did he have to say?
Oh, that's the notorious Ben Flanagan wall ride. He is notorious for doing that about every race, and sometimes he actually saves it.
It actually looked like he came down on all fours and kept going, but he obviously went to the pits and needed some repairs, but he was literally in the throttle, and you could tell he was still steering.
Oh, yeah, you should have been here last week. We had a hell of a laugh over it. I think it was 358. He had up on the wall, rode it through the turns, and dropped it right back down and kept going.
Well, you guys definitely put on one heck of a show tonight, man. That was definitely impressive and a lot of great racing out there.
Thanks, Doug. It's not my outcome that I wanted, but, glad everybody else had fun. And I really want to thank all the OG guys that came over to join us. Corey, Ryan, Doug, it's not with us today. Tom, he's not here. Standridge, he's not here. Nesbitt, Brett Carroll. I want to thank all those guys for coming over to join and having fun with us.
Well, you guys definitely are having a lot of fun and putting on one heck of a show too, man. Congratulations. What a great race.
Thanks again, Doug.
All right, let's see. Who have we not talked to yet? Well, you know what? We hadn't talked to George. Let's see if we can get a word with George. Hey, George, this is Doug in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Oh, yeah, I got you, Doug.
Hey, man, you had a bit of a wild race, up and down, front to back to front kind of night, man.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like it was a little bit fun and got a little exciting at a few points.
It was. It wasn't too bad after the track got wore in.
You one of those guys that does better on the slick, because it seemed like once it started slicking off, that's when you started marching forward.
Oh, yeah. It was hard at first.
Well, man, you had a heck of a run. I know the results don't show it. You were in the top 5 there up until the last incident there, but still a heck of a run, man. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and let's see if we can get a quick word with Mikey Mixter. Hey, Mikey, this is Doug. You got me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, man, I'm used to seeing you much further up. What happened tonight?
Got a little loose here and there. Got tangled up off that start, but I felt I run strong.
Well, you came back to 5th, but I was really surprised about halfway through the race to see you back battling for 10th place. I mean, you came on once it slicked off, but that was a wild one.
Yeah, when it first started out, I banged doors with someone and almost looped it out, but I saved it and didn't throw a caution, so I just ran from the back and tried very hard to get to the front.
Yeah, and that was a really impressive save. We got to watch that one a couple of times, and that was a great job keeping the car going the right way, man.
Yeah, that's one in VR where you don't breathe as you're trying to grip up the wheel.
And this is why, well, one of the reasons I don't use VR.
It can get scary. Like, when you go 3 wide, you know you're 3 wide.
Yeah, there was a couple of points you guys got as much as 4 wide with with a little bit of chaos there. So, still a great race and a great save.
Yeah. It was fun. That's what it's all about. Anymore, everybody knows I used to rage quit, but anymore, I just want to have fun. I just drive, and it's been a blast.
Yeah, I did notice the Rage Quit nickname. I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you did.
Well, you know, I did a lot of rage quitting when I'd get wrecked, but I realized it's a lot more fun just to finish a race. Even if you're not placing, just run it. It is what it is.
Well, man, you did a great job tonight, and a heck of a race, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, let's see if we can get one last word out of Derek Nearhood here. Hey, Derek, this is Doug. You got me? Derek, this is Doug. You got me? Well, Derek might have stepped away. I do believe that is everybody. So, ladies and gentlemen, up next. Well, before we go, let's just remind you, this is the Fun League, the Fun Unwind Nights. You've heard the general consensus out of all these drivers is they just want to have a good time and have some relaxed racing. They've got families, lives, everything else, and they're just looking for some guys that want to have a little bit of fun. League number is 6892, and as I mentioned, I'll post all that information on Facebook later tonight. Definitely check them out. I know from personal experience, great group of guys. Love racing with them. Nick Frank's a little strange, but we'll let him have it. It probably the mullet pulling on his head. But and the twins. Since he's got young twins, he's not sleeping. But huge shout out. Thanks to them for letting us be involved tonight. Now, up next, we do have a truck league that is recruiting. And thanks to this awesome group of guys and some awesome individuals involved during the intermission while we get switched over to that truck race, guess what? We are going to have music from Tennifer Gin. This is the song Monsoon. We'll be back in just a moment with the HCK Beagles Racing League.